So I have a 2007 Mitsubishi Outlander. These were produced from 2006 to 2012. This is the second generation. And in North America, they were sold as model years 2007 to 2013. And it's been a very reliable car, except recently it's been leaking a lot of oil, as you can see. The first couple drops there on the driveway. That batch in the back is just water from the AC working, but I've stained up my driveway pretty bad over the last couple of years, so finally decided to start taking this apart to replace the valve cover gaskets. From what I can see, the oil's coming from there. So I'm already started taking this apart. I took the plastic cover off and some of the bolts off here. This is the front valve cover. I've taken the ducting apart and already disassembled some of the hoses and disconnected some of the wiring from the wiring harness. There you can see the air intake throttle body, and some of the hoses are clamped to that, some of those vacuum hoses, as you can see. Just wanted to record this video to help out any others who have a similar vehicle. And you can kind of see the location of all the bolts and connectors. This is the back side. There's the back exhaust manifold with its oxygen sensor, but you can see the oil from the valve cover. And it's been seeping out through there and getting on the exhaust manifold and actually producing some smoke. So I've taken off the intake plenum, the ducting, and here's another view of the area, a little bit more exposed. This takes more work to replace the valve cover gaskets in some vehicles. So here's the intake plenum. There's all the bolt locations. There's a connection to the EGR valve, the air intake manifold, and some more of the bolts that you'll find. Some of these are a little bit hard to get at, but with some patience you can definitely get at them. And here's all the ducting removed to clean it up, and there's a little hose that you have to remove for EGR valve. So here's the back valve cover taken off, and as you can see, the oil was seeping out from all over the place. There you see the cylinders that leaked out to the spark plugs, those round tubes. And there's the valve cover. There's actually a crack in it. So it's definitely leaking through there. You can see the oil seeping out of that crack. So I'll have to replace that. It was kind of a surprise to find it this way. So here's everything cleaned up now. You want to make sure you use some shop rags and the intake manifold and on top of the valves there. Just make sure you don't get any debris or any gunk in there. Since it's so hard to get at this, might as well replace the spark plugs. Here are the old spark plugs. They were due for a replacement. And here's the new spark plugs. I've ordered all the metal gaskets that go in the plenum and in the ducting. There's the rubber gasket. So here's the new valve cover. I ordered this from a local shop here in town that dealt with Mitsubishi parts and should solve that leak. The air filter really needed a replacement. As you can see, it was pretty plugged up. So this vehicle was really due for an overall tune-up. Here's everything reinstalled in reverse order and everything connected. Valve covers installed. The ducting, air filter, assembly, all cleaned up and buttoned up. There's the cover put on. I changed the oil and the oil filter, and thankfully the leak is gone. So hopefully this video helps anybody who's doing a similar job on an Outlander.